Hello, Senior Trans B and Mrs. Adama. I'm your host, Dylan, and today I'll be taking you through some career research, or rather, my findings. So, researched 2 careers, and those were explosive technicians and automotive service technicians, which I'll be covering today. Automotive service technicians maintain, repair, and give longevity to the life of your car. Pretty cool, I know. Because who wants to spend $30,000 to $40,000 well, not a year, but every couple of years, replacing their car? Not me, not you. Probably maybe the rich old guy who lives next door and has like an old Corvette or some other really old sports car that not everyone has, that neighbor, but you know, some people do. He can be a cool guy, he might not be. You never know until you talk to him. But what you do know, he mows the lawn a little too early in the morning. And that's not okay. But that's fine. Because, guess what? You can get away from that if you have a working car. I know. A grand idea right there. Now, of course, we work with a lot of people in our days. We work with co-workers. We work with customers. We work with people. So, introverts, this is not going to be cut out for you. I'm sorry. And of course, to the bubble-blowing babies out there who belong over at Weenie Hut Juniors, guess what? You don't want to do this either, because it's very physically demanding. And if you can't do the physical labor, you can't be a technician. Simple. It's very simple. You gotta use your hands, you gotta use your muscles, you gotta use a lot. That's all there is to it. Now, the field is growing immensely. Everyone who buys a car probably needs a mechanic. I know some people do go out and learn how to do these maintenance tasks on their own, but not everyone has the time to be able to do that, and not everyone wants to do that. So that's where we come in. But unfortunately, we're not seeing a lot of growth in the industry. We're not getting enough workers. Because, again, like I said, a lot of people don't want to do this work. And really, it's unfortunate, because we do need the people. Even before the pandemic hit, the industry was hurting a lot. And it's an industry that needs a lot of people, because there's a lot of people that need us. With that being said, though, you wouldn't know this, and I wouldn't know this, had the information not been there for me to be able to research. And, you know, it is nice being able to know these things, because that really does push me further into wanting to go into this field. I'm already working at it right now. And as a high school student, there's not really a whole lot you can do to work on. You can work on your own vehicle if you have one you can work on. And, I mean, you could go to a technical center like the Jackson Area Career Center. We have an automotive program right over there. And personally, I love it. I love having the access to that. But at the same time, if you don't have a institution like that nearby, it does make things a little more difficult. There are, of course, other institutions like UTI or some community colleges. Some of your four-year universities have these programs. But again, not everywhere has a program like that. So just do some research. Figure out where you can go if you want to go into it. It's always nice to at least know when you need it. And, of course, another thing you could do is find a job at a dealership in the service center, or a job at a quick service place like Valvoline, Jiffy Lube, God, what's that place that's connected to Oasis over across from Walmart? I think it's like Quicken Lube or something like that. But those are all great places to start off. Bell Tire, Discount Tire. Generally, the things you want to start off with: tires, tire rotations, oil changes. They're all very simple tasks, and if you don't like them, you're going to find out very quickly. Generally, if you don't like those tasks, and you want to go on to be a full technician, where you're doing a little bit of everything, you might not want to pursue the career any further, and maybe just stick with what you like. So if you like doing oil changes, stay at Valvoline, stay at Jiffy Lube. If you like doing tires, stay at Bell Tire, Discount Tire, whatever like that. And if you like both, maybe, if you aren't already in the service center of a local dealership, find a job at a dealership to be doing both. It's great experience, and you can even progress further from there and actually get into the more mechanical side of things. But I mean, other than that, there's not really a whole lot you can do to prepare for something like this as far as careers go. And some great packed skills to have for this are integrity, productivity, and attendance. Because you want to be honest with your work, and you want to do things right. But on top of getting things done right, you want to get them done in a timely fashion, maybe even quicker than what the service manuals say you should. Especially because if you're doing it right and doing it quicker than the service manuals are saying, you're going to get paid more. And that's not even a joke. Because the manufacturers have specified times for certain things to get done, certain services, certain repairs. And if you can do, say, a 30-minute repair in 20 minutes, you're going to get 30 minutes worth of pay for that 20-minute job. So if you get 3 of those 30-minute jobs, and you can do them in 20 minutes, you're going to get an hour and a half of pay for an hour of work, which is really good and gets you higher up on that salary range. And then, of course, attendance is important, because if you're not there, you're not going to make any money. And, like I said, you want to be able to do as much work as you can in a day to get as much money as you can in a day. Because in a world like this, money is pretty important. Otherwise, you can't pay your bills, can't pay your rent, can't buy groceries, can't afford fuel, especially with the current prices. I should know. I drive a V8 truck. It sucks. It's awful. I hate the gas prices. And then, of course, I mean, honestly, you're just not going to be able to do much without money. So, make sure you're there. Make sure you're honest. Make sure you're getting things done. And you'll have a great time as a technician. But other than that, not really a whole lot to it. And I'll be seeing you later.